君の言葉繰り返し寝ても覚めてもやまないそっけない君の笑顔が恋しくて星に願うのまた会えるよね
Hey, bonjour. Ok, alors. Aujourd'hui, on va faire pareil qu'hier. On va faire les quêtes principales à Liyue. Hop, Genshin. La musique, ça a l'air pas mal. Elle a pas l'air trop forte pour vous. Je l'ai un peu dans les oreilles, un peu trop. Ok. Ah, le jeu ne répond pas. Super. Voilà. Ah, c'est très très blanc. Bon, du coup, j'ai rien fait hors stream. J'ai dit que je ferais quelques trucs, mais j'ai pas eu le temps. Un peu de farm surtout, mais... Enfin, c'était pour up Layla que je voulais, mais... Bon, j'ai pas eu le temps de faire quoi que ce soit. Ah oui, ils vont donner 800 primogèmes. Parce qu'ils ont été nominés, je crois, pour un truc. Du coup, t'en gagnes 200 tous les jours. PlayStation, Partner, Award. Il me manque pas grand, il m'en manque 300. Bon, on va faire les quêtes quotidiennes. Et on verra ce qu'on a. Je vais baisser un peu la musique encore. Ça c'est bien, je vais vous la monter un peu par contre. Oula. Ok. Ah oui, il faut détruire les tours. 2400. C'est trop chiant à les chercher eux. En plus on peut pas s'agripper à ça. Tiens.
My guiding stars. Nice and spot.
Cyclone! Truth hurts! Yeah.
Ouais je me casse. Hop. Hop là. Éliminer tous les monstres. Ça va, c'est pas compliqué.
Confess! Fracture!
2400 dégâts, non mais.
Can't fool me!
1400 quand c'est pas full stack. J'ai compris à force de jouer comment ça marchait ça. Je sais pas si j'en avais déjà parlé. Le E, en gros il se stack avec les dispersions que tu fais sur les auto-attaques. Donc il faut combiner avec un élément. Et une fois qu'il y a les 4 stacks là, bah c'est là que tu fais le plus de dégâts. C'est quand j'ai mes 4 stacks que j'arrive à faire l'autre 2400 de dégâts. Combiner un perso comme Liyue qui mettra toujours du gel, bah ça c'est assez fort. Bonjour. Il y a Albert qui fait des bêtises. Ok, il est là pour Barbara. Bon ça va, avec un perso comme lui ça va aller vite. Parce que quand t'as que le voyageur en perso Nemo, je me souviens que c'était assez long. Là sur chaque auto il met une dispersion. Bah il m'en manque un. Au champ de la cathédrale. Je crois qu'avec les quêtes quotidiennes, tu dois avoir un truc genre 80 primogèmes. J'ai pas été chercher les anémoculus dans le coin. Tiens donc. Ils sont toujours là. Eux. Eh ben. J'ai du mal à mettre mon glider. Ah ça peut aller très très vite.
Truth hurts!
Not now. Don't be scared.
Saglum! Yeah! Bring it on!
Faudrait que je trouve d'autres sanctuaires. Faudrait que je vais me TP aléatoirement. Alors si je me TP ici. Ah je suis là, merde. Ah c'est pas parfait du tout.
We got a situation.
J'ai pris l'accro? Merde. Oh j'ai pris l'accro de ça aussi.
Keep moving.
Ah il y en a un là. J'ai 4 clés.
See, just follow my intuition.
Oh ça tente 40 primogèmes en plus. Oh c'est un arbre. On voit ce que c'était. Bon là il y a le défi du loup du nord. Je ne sais pas où est-ce qu'ils sont localisés les sanctuaires. Ah bah tiens. Hop.
My guiding stars.
Il y a encore quelqu'un. Je le vois pas. Il est là.
Fracture.
Comment je grimpe là-dessus? Allez. Ouais, il faut pas grimper. Ouais. Mais. Ok, je crois que j'ai réussi. Oh, il y a encore des trucs. Liyue. J'ai combien? 1380. Merde. Point de TP. Hop.
Add Astra. Thank you for completing.
20 primogèmes. Du coup, ça fait 60.
Add
Ok,
Astra.
je pensais que c'était plus. Primogèmes, ok.
Add Astra.
Ça donne aussi des éclats pour mes persos. Cool. Ah, je peux mettre 3 personnes en expédition maintenant. Donc toi. Toi. Et toi. J'ai besoin des minerais. Des minéraux? Non, des minerais. Oh, je sais plus. Et qu'est-ce qu'il veut? Pourquoi il me parle encore? Ok. Bon, je m'en fous. Il m'en manque 3. Ah oui, les constellations du coup. Ok. Bon, ça pour avoir ces trucs là. En fait, faut choper Ezu dans les vœux. Hyper dur.
There's
C'est impossible
something in
même.
the air. Something that tells me a new case is brewing.
Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire? J'ai des préparations de terminer. Comment ça? C'est marqué quoi? À 4 de réputation, oui. J'ai débloqué ça avec le niveau 25 d'aventure. Ok. Est-ce que par exemple renforcer? Ah oui, il me faut ça. Faut que je tue des jeunes géosaures. Ça, je dois pouvoir. Raffiner au rang 5. 80% de dégâts sur les blobs. Mais c'est chiant que j'ai pas d'autres armes d'ast. On est vraiment pas. Bon, là, elle est pas mal. Il me faut ça. Voir les articles. Ok. Renforcer. Élever. Boum.
Okay.
Hop, je vais mettre tout ça aussi. Je vais terminer avec ça. Moi j'ai comme ça. Confirmé. Hop. Boum. Ah oui, cette arme là elle est niveau 50. Ok. Non c'est pas ça. Je vais lâcher une petite épée là. Pour me heal. J'en ai 6. Il y a un achievement, je crois pas que ce soit là-dedans. Non, c'est pas là-dedans. Renforcer 8 artefacts niveau 8. Ça, est-ce que je l'ai montré? Je ne sais plus. Il est très fort celui-là. C'est le set que j'avais mis sur Chichi pour avoir énormément de heal. Augmente les soins reçus par toute l'équipe de 20%. C'est beaucoup. Ah, j'ai débloqué ça. C'est quoi ces livres là? C'est pour up? Parce que je crois que j'en ai eu plein. Ok, j'ai débloqué d'autres trucs. J'ai juste de l'exploration, c'est pas des plus intéressants. Le port, c'est là. J. Faudrait aussi que j'aille, que je parcours le monde et que je récupère tous les points d'interrogation bleus que je vois. Puis un jour on les fera en stream. Parce que chercher après, courir après, c'est pas ce qu'il y a de plus intéressant.
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice. I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguan's...
Hey, there's even a storyteller here. Great.
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the... What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, imagine. The weather is clear. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue. They say that when Lady Ningguan ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it.
J'aime bien les cinématiques comme ça, ils sont stylés en vrai.
And yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping one or two of them will...
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the... Huh.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Who's
there?
Wait, I am not with the Millilith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Chising. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yue High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet, well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the...
Ningguang sent you? We were literally...
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full, but I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this, invite him to come here. I wish to meet him. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of...
And with that, the emissary who called herself... But we've received an invitation from the League. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
An invitation to visit. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua...
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh.
Oh, t'es sérieux, niveau 28? Bon, je reviens. Mon chien qui veut descendre. Ok. Je me suis fait des petites crêpes là parce que j'ai faim.
Doing detective. Working. Gotta walk the walk. No, I
J.
mean little.
Donc ça, je peux pas le faire tout de suite. Je peux faire ça. Je peux faire ça.
I need to search high and low for evidence.
Il y a plein de quêtes du monde aussi ici qui me donneront de l'XP.
Win Bookhouse.
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Ching?
A book collector who lives in Qingse Village. He was a regular customer here back when he lived.
Did somebody say out of print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who
Sing Cho.
happened to be passing by.
C'est lui que je jouais. Lui ou elle.
Since you and I are both in search of lost
J'ai jamais
books,
trop su.
what say we travel together to Mount Qingse and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth? My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide? It's super duper.
C'est lui? Cherchez à Sing. Oh, c'est lui.
The heavens are smiting me. Smiting me to Uh-huh. And what do you want?
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume.
Huh. Don't get me started on the top. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any... Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to It's... Unless you have other business here...
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. There's a title I haven't heard in a long time.
Jeune homme.
You have good taste, my boy.
What? But
Là,
we
qu'il me semblait.
don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. But over time, it was the work that came to define the genre of barely any copies of the first edition.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly...
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare. I could never bring myself to pawn it no matter how much.
You mean you...
Yes. It is my one and only...
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the core lapis or not? I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with
Oh, but you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your...
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am...
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a goo... Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is...
Get a load of this guy. And you, Chang?
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to...
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going?
C'est quoi son clan là? Xingqiu, du coup ça se prononce.
So, you like reading, huh?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that.
Hello?
No wonder this book is so highly sought.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell it.
Don't forget me. I'm in...
Oh, so now you...
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the... I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection. Of course I do. An initial plan anyway. I still... Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here? What is... I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball clan? I meant Guhua.
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverbs.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader. Especially...
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatu...
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face of...
Oh, great speech.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Merde.
Rain outlines your fate.
The night is cold.
The merrier. Blink. No, my sword. Witness the power of Guhua.
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a... You won this round, but you better watch your back.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? No, you misunderstand. That fellow has a foul mouth, to be sure. But his assessment of the state of the Guhua clan is, though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business. And I will ensure the matter is resolved. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute. But the confident demeanor of there must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Maltai. I know this name. He has a stately residence.
That idea works, but what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing.
You really have stuff to do?
Wow. So that's how that turned out.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Paimon just wants to slap. Fine, but as per tradition, from now on.
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs. Just one last page.
Ok. D'accord. Merde.
Who goes there? Really? The master's dealing with some urgent business today.
Urgent business?
The master's been working on a major business deal recently.
So, where is he?
I'm sorry. The master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to... no, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business I beg for your mercy, please.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talk. Luckily for you, your bad attitude...
Thank you. May your business forever...
Nice work! Paimon... Is that so? Now, anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui. In that case... Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
I understand. I do. Please, do not worry. You have my...
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal.
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, but it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Knight...
That would be most ideal. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this track. You may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your...
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry, who knows if Guhua Geek has made any progress?
qu'il est là. Ah, c'est à côté de la banque du Nord, merde. Hop. J'ai pas touché l'eau.
When actually, all you meant was you want.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will, my liege. For reasons that I cannot explain, there is no need for you to read the contents of the letter.
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will—
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the big wigs. Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keep having such big backing would—
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately art gentry Moutsai must be taught also. I do not wish for anyone else to—
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help change the—
to silently disappear at the matter's conclusion. Concealing one's name, each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling—
That sounds very lovely. But
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Hey!
Hmm.
Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can we actually read this thing?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to— Please take a seat here in Liyue Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshment.
Yay! Tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP—
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Com. Please, this way.
Ok. Je ne sais pas ce qu'il y a de marqué sur la lettre, mais ok.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more for him to correct the error of his ways. He must feel for himself the same suffering he— Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a— deprived of the necessary raw materials.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and— But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy—
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, first, there are a number of vendors in the city there is also some unsold core lapis. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's bat.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city—
Of course, we are not expect—
Wow! So many—
Well, this is not the first time we've— All you need to do is strike a deal. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please—
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the—
Et donc faut que j'aille là au plus près. Enfin, il faut. C'est mieux.
Hi, anything I can do for you? You want all my core That's sad. None are in writing. Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Oh, don't worry about my prior. Thank you for your patronage.
Good day, my friend. My apologies, but... Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan product. No, that I still have. Although too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? No. All right, I'll do it. Clearly no shortage of cash flow in Liyue.
Oh, le fleuriste, il en a.
Oi! Shh! All of it? Though my business may not seem, all of it would be far more than you Feiyun Commerce? If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, then sign on the dot.
Là. Et du coup, oui, je suis en train de penser. Les statues là-bas. Ça doit être d'Andro, non? Non, gouffre. Liyue. C'est Meru. Ça doit être... des trucs d'Andro, ça. Donc ça veut dire... que notre perso... Le perso principal, là, le voyageur... peut manipuler la nature, quoi. L'élément d'Andro. Ouais, faut que je trouve des petits géosaures aussi pour up son arme à lui. Oh non, pas... Ah merde, j'ai pris l'accro. Bon, ça va, il court pas vite.
Hello there.
Aha, finally. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that the original buyer's price was already quite...
Are you serious? We spent less than 100,000 more.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so... look, you have your problems to deal with.
All right. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll...
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this.
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have it if he asks. All we...
I understand. There's just one other thing, though. I don't know where exactly. So, maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. Oh, thank you very much. This is...
That's that, then.
Ok. Bon, par contre ici il y avait un très joli coffre là qui m'intéresse.
Stars, shine for me.
Surrender and be.
Get moving!
Il faut plus rien.
Bring it on!
Oh. Oh, je peux le charger comme ça? Oh. Ok.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Vous avez vu, j'ai récupéré instant mon E. Oui, il n'y a pas grand chose là-dedans. Là où il y avait un Géoculus. Ok. Qu'est-ce que je dois faire? Ah, je dois trouver les chariots.
Make a note of. My guiding star. Another one.
Ah, oui, super loin. Et dire que tout ça a commencé pour une histoire de livre. Hein. On retrouve à devoir fouiller une mine. Celui-là, j'ai déjà chopé. Celui-là, celui-là, celui-là. Ah bah l'autre il est là.
This is no job for a detective. Bring it on!
That's it, all right. That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Par contre c'est trop bien la mine parce que tu peux trouver plein de minerais comme ça.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make this official. I also...
Done and dusted. We make a great team. Now for the final stop on our...
Je veux juste regarder... minerais... Ok, j'ai assez. Et j'ai Oculus là.
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, you wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, don't worry. You won't be hearing.
Oh? What? Huh? Oh, I see now. But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is...
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying... I can't believe it. But gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back...
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Huh. Okay, then. My situation can hardly get worse from here in any... But tell me, what on earth...
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million...
Good people always get what's coming to them in the... Anyway, let's get going.
Ils m'en font faire du chemin. Heureusement que j'ai des points de TP. Ouais, j'ai mis beaucoup de PV. Il me faudrait un vrai support qui me heal, un healer.
Welcome. The final act in this drama.
You better believe it.
Well, naturally, I use the time to immerse myself Divine Halberd, an ominous sword. Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? How blessed we are to have such an...
And this is related to
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. And it is thanks to your help that everything...
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that's supposed to happen?
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor. And he panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't, he hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure, so regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution...
So it was you!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly...
We are not persecuting you. Was it not one of your own men who said, this isn't...
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't be master, if you please.
Not now.
You're open.
Cold, line to command.
Keep moving!
Your hunter becomes the pay your dues.
Salut toi. Aïe.
Truth hurts!
Boba, get them! The night is cold.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh, je l'ai tué.
Impressive. You are no commoners.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only? I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble.
What are you saying?
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go.
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man, I am unscathed.
My lord?
You are the heir of the Feiyun.
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the
Drats! I've been played like
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their—
You meddling swine!
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness?
Deep breaths now. This is a simple
Fine.
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your bit.
You? Funny speaking, book reading, guhua geeking, Xingqiu? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation. You're too kind. You have valor in your heart, and—
Yikes! Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off! Paimon's toast! And sorry, very sorry!
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs—
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill! Repeat, this is not a drill!
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful resolution. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it. I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more—
My lord, forgive the intrusion.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered—
For all your clever long words, the
What if I told you that a reward—
A reward?
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me.
Faut que j'aille rendre le livre maintenant. Attends, on en fait du chemin. Parce que là c'est qu'en 2300 mètres, techniquement. Attitude. Ça fait des dégâts en fonction de tes PV. Augmente les dégâts d'une valeur équivalente à 1,5 de ses PV. D'accord, c'était pour ça qu'il marquait que ça scalait avec ses PV. Ok, ok. Mais je pensais qu'elle healait un petit peu. Parce que j'avais vu un plus, je sais pas combien quand je... Plus 100 aidé. Mais ça devait être XQ là.
Finally, you're back. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Please don't say that. You have no idea how the Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to were it not for you, this barren wasteland and—
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing?
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan?
Actually, the art is centuries old, and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so in any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with— what does it matter? Anyway, you wanted it's yours to keep. In addition, here is but my ore is sold, and my treasured book— What?
What was that? Paimon saw something.
Oh, that little rascal.
350 d'XP. J'ai fait tout ça pour 350 d'XP. Je vais péter mon crâne. Wesh. Madame Wu, You, Boo. Ok. Ah oui, c'est le truc de réputation de Liyue. Ok. Parler à Tian Tian. Si tu me TP là, ça devrait aller. Ah oui, c'est la chambre d'or, ça, je me souviens. Où est-ce que c'était? Oh, il y a un coffre ici. Je vais le prendre avant. Oh, c'est un gars comme ça. Oh, chier. Ils sont trop chiants à faire tomber.
Don't be scared.
Fracture.
On va compte que ça a été plus vite que prévu. Du coup, il fait quoi lui? Tirailleur géo. Ok. J'ai une idée.
Nice
Hop là.
and spicy.
Oh.
Help! Dinner is attacking me. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
That was was discombobulating. Confess!
My guiding stars!
Et quoi?
Try not to enjoy this too much. You're in for a little shock.
Bring it on! Yeah, truth hurts!
Un petit peu de heal. Et toi?
Get them! Cole, mine's a command, not now.
Come a little closer.
Cyclone!
Eat this! Nice and spicy. The night is cold. Stars shine.
Ok. Tac, tac, tac. Encore, d'habitude c'est plus rapide que ça, ces quêtes là. Bon, allez, on va voir. Ah oui, j'avais loot une clé de sanctuaire à Liyue. Je m'en suis servi. Je sais plus comment je l'ai eu.
My guiding stars.
Fracture! Confess! Yeah!
Another test subject.
Truth hurts! Get moving!
Booba, get them!
The wrong test subject.
Yeah! Yeah!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Faut que je retourne la voir. Oh là là. Ça y est, c'est fini. Ah merde, j'étais dans une zone où il fallait. Ouais, celle-là elle est plus simple, y a pas d'étage. C'est toi? C'est toi, grand-mère? Ok, c'était elle. On va attendre savoir qui c'est ici. C'est pas eux, je peux pas leur parler. C'est toi? Oh yes, c'est lui. On me dit bien que c'était une personne... Enfin, ça devait sûrement être une personne un peu spéciale, quoi. Du coup, j'ai eu un daguerréotype. B. Ok. J'ai pas besoin de ça. Alors. Tu as combien d'XP? Ça m'a pas donné d'XP. Oh. Merde, c'est pas ça. C'est quoi les musiques là? C'est toujours ça, bizarre. Élevé. Ah oui, ça me demande ça. Putain, du dragon cataclysmique. Est-ce que j'ai le serpent de la ruine là? Non. Quête prérequise. Merde. Je peux pas passer une arme en rentrant en fait, j'ai pas de... Merde. Faut que je sois au niveau d'aventure 30. Renforcer? Les artefacts, je peux peut-être les up. C'était niveau 8. Ça demande tellement d'XP. Et j'ai eu quoi PV en pourcentage en plus? Waouh. Il va être un peu plus tanky. Renforcé. Des PV. La défense. Oh, puis j'ai des PV en pourcentage dessus. Oh, j'ai un x2. Défense 8. Ok, j'ai de la défense flat. On augmente les dégâts à Nemo. Oh, j'en ai plein en fait des... Ah, plus 1, c'est bon. Et j'ai quand même des PV en pourcentage. Moi aussi, j'ai pas grand chose d'intéressant. C'est combien déjà? C'est 8. Progrès. Ouais, c'est 8. Je vais faire ça parce que normalement ça donne de l'XP. Artefact. Instructeur martial. Je mets un. Ouais, allez, je vais faire L. C'est vrai que je vais pas up ces artefacts à elle. Donc c'est pour ça qu'elle pouvait paraître un peu faible. Maîtrise élémentaire, ok, c'est cool. Renforcé. Ça c'était déjà niveau 4. J'ai plein de trucs en pourcentage. Et là j'ai quoi? Maîtrise élémentaire encore. Oh, j'ai mieux. Mais PV en pourcentage. Là j'ai 5,2 mais ça va scale. Là c'est 4,2 mais ça scale pas. Mais j'ai plus de... J'ai plus de bonus donc en soi c'est toujours mieux. Là j'ai eu de la défense. Ça va être un tank. Et là j'ai eu recharge d'énergie. Remplacer, voilà. Ici la tasse, j'ai pas mieux. Dégâts hydro, défense, défense. Je vais mettre celui-là plutôt. Ah, j'ai plus de 2 étoiles. falloir que je tape dans les 1 étoile. Ça je vais le garder parce que j'en ai pas beaucoup. Ça j'en ai plein. PV en pourcentage. Et ces trucs là c'est pour up des artefacts. Ok, bien je vais l'enlever. Ça. Ça, je pouvais lui augmenter. Ouais, j'ai plus rien. Tac. Alors, qu'est-ce que je peux mettre? C'est quoi ça? Diadème de l'exilé, j'en ai plein. J'ai mis une coupe. Bon, le truc de l'aventurier, c'est pas terrible. J'ai eu recharge d'énergie, ok, très bien. J'ai eu attaque en pourcentage, ok. Ça y fait 7000 PV et lui 7800. Wesh. Elle a 8600. Ah mais elle a le niveau 50. Ah ça donne que 100 d'XP. Merde. Escapade non terminée. Hein? Pas escapade. Oh. Pardon. D'accord, je peux faire tout ça. Ok. Et ben... il me manque 25 XP. Mais c'est toujours pas ça que je veux. Où est-ce que je vais trouver cette XP? Tiens, hop, suivre. Je vais aller prendre le point de TP le donjon. Ça me faire passer mon niveau. Normalement. Attendez, je me mute, il faut que je me mouche. Voilà. Je suis au-dessus des nuages. J'ai pas de perso géo pour ça. Je crois que ça donne 50 d'XP à point de TP. C'est qu'il est. Il est en bas. Immunisé. Merde, je l'ai passé. Il est là. Ah, c'est les trucs électro. Voilà. Un radis.
Fracture. Oh, it's all coming out now.
Oh, le donjon il est lock comme ça. Oh, c'est trop chiant. Merde, j'appuie sur quoi? Ça faut que je passe mes... Faut que je sois niveau d'aventure 30 pour passer mes persos niveau... 50. Ouais. J'avais réessayé mais c'était pas possible. J'ai hagué les aventuriers, récupérer mes récompenses là.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Tiens toi, hop. Tac, parle-moi ça. Obtenir. Renforcer. Raffiner. 8. Oh, ça passe qu'à 10%. Oh. Faut que je le déloque. Comment on fait? Ah. Non mais... Oh, je suis trop bête. J'ai pas énormément de quêtes, la vache. Faut que j'aille où? Je vais là-bas.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Oh.
If that's how you want it. Bring it on!
Bon, 2004, ça peut augmenter mes dégâts. B. On va manger un petit peu. J'ai plus grand chose à manger. Oh Pourquoi on me demande d'aller ici? Ah, quand même.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's... Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, let's look around. There has...
Oh, jure. Toi, faut que je te pète la gueule.
Boba, get them! The night is cold.
Get moving! Yeah. Fracture!
Surrender and I'll be gentle. You're in for a little.
Cyclone!
Dispositif du chaos, ça il m'en faut.
It's all coming out now.
J'ai pas de perso géo. Si j'ai... Ah, comment c'est? Noël.
Hey, look! There's... Since this is the right place, it must have... Yes, this must...
Faut pas que je monte aussi haut. Oh, ça m'a TP dessus.
Why? Or... Alright, let's follow... Oh, hang on, it looks like we've gotten... Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber? Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we...
Oh, it's all coming out now.
Je dois aller à la baliste. On va vraiment me tirer jusqu'au là-haut. Mais il faut que je leur parle.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. We're invited guests. What makes you... No. Wait. Maybe this was... She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to... Now, Paimon...
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shit?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they... Don't be scared.
Get moving!
Ils sont tankés, hein. Oh non, je suis tombé.
Nice and spicy.
Take the target alive!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Oh.
Invested. Attack!
Cyclone!
You're toast!
Can't fool me!
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Quêtes.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to...
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing.
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh!
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes?
Wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair. And yet, it was fixed in a single night. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So, this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon...
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mech...
that was... Oh, right. So...
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side...
We're not taking sides.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious...
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin I'll say it like it is.
Well, you've got... Still, this is the first time Paimon...
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism... Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even...
Another...
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gill. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see is...
Favor? But wait! That's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of...
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to... You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guy... Well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ning... Oh, right! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon sure... Let's go gather ingredients! Time we...
Ah, ça, faut que je le tue.
My guiding stars! The night is cold.
Bring it on! I'm liking the look of this.
4 fragments d'os. Il m'en manque encore 4. trouver les matériaux dont Paimon a besoin. C'est pas les ingrédients normalement?
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear. Very delicious. That's the one.
Yeah.
Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came. Uh-oh. It looks like the.
There's no end to this. Ah, yeah.
Out of the frying pan. My guiding stars. Cold, mine to command. Yeah.
Cyclone!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Équilibrium. Paf, ou bien la cage.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have.
It was nothing.
I understand. Don't worry. Don't say that. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue. I never expected that those treasure hoarders. Is there anything that you lack?
Wait a moment. Actually,
Oh?
do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one.
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift? Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know.
Great! Paimon sugar.
Frozen.
Let's spark things up a little.
Stars, shine for me. The night is cold. Boba, get them!
Yeah, get moving! This isn't good.
Moi j'ai essayé. Ok. C'était plus vite que prévu.
I'm liking the look of this.
ATP.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for many of the best goods in our store were found by here. This container is itself.
Yep. Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure. Please help yourselves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar frost.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decor.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful. Great. Now that we've put.
Le bon sucre. Il faut que j'aille à la chambre de chat du coup maintenant. J'ai eu un petit lag quand les lumières sont allumées. T'as quel temps de merde? Oula, je suis tombé dans l'eau, j'étais mort. J'ai plus d'énergie. Je serais noyé. Je trouve trop marrant comment elle se bat, je sais pas pourquoi. Ça me fume. Salut toi.
According to Kuchi, excuse me, do you
Yes. How?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guess, but for the Yuhang.
Ah.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun.
It's since this is our first meeting,
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. I'm glad you. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the... One day, I believe it will overshadow all Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonian. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait! What?
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You were peeking on it.
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days. Gods, not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue. But another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue, even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, but our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take...
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What are you...
Well answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a...
Genre je sais mais en réalité j'en sais rien. Je pense au fatouille mais...
Wowee! What a huge haul! Paimon's never
Be at ease, you two.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes. Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets, but the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. Well, I must say that quite a few of my... I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But for Liyue's sake, indeed, it seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I...
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return.
It's all right. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this?
Yay! Paimon was... One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices. Just imagine. How much... Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most up... La 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Sigil of permission, something... Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of glass... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're... Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, well, should we... Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't complete... That's way out of... Anyway, well, before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place...
Moi, faut que j'aille faire pipi. J'arrive. Re. Bon allez. Où tu sais qu'on doit aller? Là-bas. Ah. Je peux sauter d'ici. Hop là. Ah, en vrai. Ouais, j'ai pas de point de TP. Donc. Je pensais que c'était plus proche que ça. Moi, je me suis pas trop aventuré par là-bas. Donc, normalement, je crois qu'avant... Je sais même plus ce que j'allais dire.
My guiding stars.
Ah oui, donc normalement après Liyue... Merde. Après Liyue, c'est Inazuma, techniquement. Mais je crois qu'avant, du coup, je ferai la montagne, elle. Enfin, je ferai en visite quoi, dans les crosslinks, quoi.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
Come a little closer.
Ok, je vais péter la gueule.
Yeah, confess!
Oh, mine to command. My guiding stars.
You're in for it.
Yeah. 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 This isn't good.
Ça n'a rien fait. Moi j'allais dire, il me semble qu'il y a encore un Fatui là-haut. Il y en a encore un là.
Boba, get them. Not now.
Cyclone.
Merde.
Yeah.
Ok. Oh, je l'ai cassé.
Out of the frying pan. The night is cold. Stars, shine for me.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Fracture.
Putain, mais il est dur à tomber celui-là.
You don't want to do this.
Not now. My guiding stars.
Yeah. Truth hurts. Yeah. You can't move me.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Aïe.
Bring it on. Yeah. Feels clogged.
Ah.
There are so many talismans here. Paimon's seen this pat. Oh, Paimon knows. It looks just like the sigil. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that talismans like were once used. Maybe the Fatui are being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew. And the on the last stop up. Let's go!
Ça fait rien.
Another test subject.
Fracture! Yeah.
Boba, get the night is cold.
Confess!
Hunter.
Just follow my intuition.
Hop, je vais me TP à la statue des 7 là. On me régène. Bon, au final, l'autre playlist, celle d'hier, j'aimais bien, elle était cool et tout, mais elle est copyright sur YouTube. Bon, c'est tout. Hein. On passe à autre chose. Bon là c'est celle de Riot Games. Oh c'est ces conneries là. Omare Liyue. Ce coffre, je vais aller le chercher. Je veux aussi le point de TP. Enfin, je veux surtout le point de TP.
Nice and spicy.
Bring it on! I'm liking the look of this.
Alors, il faut qu'on retrouve Xiongling. Merde. Qu'est-ce que tu fais ici?
Right on time.
Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
She's super rich and so generous. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want...
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intent. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade.
The Jade Chamber is only second.
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning.
So, is there anything we need to...
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing... Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is old...
No. Those Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of before the Archon War. Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war... Of course, there are some kinds of wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them.
So how good is your sing... Really?
We'll only know once he starts...
Je dois chanter pour des fleurs, hein. C'est vraiment ça qu'il est en train de me dire. Il m'a fait venir ici pour chanter à des fleurs. Super.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song from Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Fracture!
Out of the frying pan.
Je chante si mal que ça.
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies.
This little monster is known as a... Strange. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal...
Well, that's nice and all, but...
Unfortunately...
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze...
Oh, hey! It's...
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah! That reminds me.
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely...
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess
Something seems... She's acting different from the first time we met. Where...
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out...
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy...
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I stroll... Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't... When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in... Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first seven. The other five, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from two of the current seven Archons. the youngest, is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago.
So what do you think of this?
Huh? This... As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine, but as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality.
Huh? Did you...
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. Let's save that. I also know where wild glaze lilies can...
We dare not refuse.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you...
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well.
Wow, so you really know your stuff?
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If you would excuse me,
And that just about does it, given the ease of picking glaze lilies.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine.
I've had beginning a new undertaking is always difficult, so you must be careful to take the time to step back.
Wow. See, Zhongli sounds like he's alright. I think it's about time we head back to Liyue.
Le port de Liyue. Ah, c'est là. On va prendre le point de TP là. Je dois rejoindre quelqu'un ou... Ouais. C'est qui? Ça ressemble à un fatui.
What happened? The city gate is swarming with
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the however, both sides were quite obstinate.
It seems inevitable, given the current...
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not...
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands.
And what now? How is it that the Fatu...
That's all Ningguang's. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, only now do they want to start keeping tabs on... Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity? Neither path is in...
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gate.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle... Consider your next course of action carefully.
Having connections. So what does Zhongli mean by... Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's... He must be waiting for the moment. But where could we find him? Where would he go at a time like this?
Musique. Ah si. Hop. Merde, c'est où? Ah. Au final, je me suis bien rappelé, c'était bien la chambre d'or ici. Ça ressemble à la chambre de Jade, mais au sol. Et en or. Niveau 37. Ils sont niveau 40 et 50. Ça devrait le faire. J'ai un peu les éléments de base en plus.
Wow! It looked impressive enough from the outside, but this is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? Oh, so it's a trap. But even if we can't, or better yet, take a nap on top of... Oh, right! That gets quiet. Huh? Look! What happened? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make sure that...
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to... Don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be... stopping the more immense? Hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. Either way, we now come to the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that...
You could... When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her. When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcome. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt...
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't. Besides, you could never defeat... Fighting talk, I love... This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Cowering already?
You come a little...
Bring it on!
How unbecoming. You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick or two. Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Comment ça maintenant il est électro?
You've got some skills.
Really? Truth hurts. Confess. Break.
Nice and spicy.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you! Yeah! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it!
Hey!
My guiding stars!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Out of the frying pan! Help! The night is cold. Cold. Mine to command. Nice and spicy.
Cyclone!
Some you win, and some you lose.
Look! Child...
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity, and now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis. No matter—
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't—
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to— This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the norm.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps— In fact, it might be that the Exuvi—
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is all— As such, we must now—
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept up. The truth is, the world belongs to those— Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan—
A god?
Osial, overlord of the vortex. If such an ancient god were to be do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch?
But the Archon War and—
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are sigils of— Oh, Paimon remembers now! The Fatui have been researching—
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just— With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along using the powers of ancient gods and such as— But knowing that such an action will not only— Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Ok. C'est la chambre de Chad.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber fly... Did we make it in time? Is the
What are you doing?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our
Oh, Paimon gets it. Just seeing...
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000... So will the power of the Qixing, Millilith, and...
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is...
What? Wait, all of you were
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong, and as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms?
I suppose this is what... So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista. We haven't a moment to spare. Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
Confess!
Ok. Ils sont là.
Come a little closer.
The night is cold.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Aïe.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Out of the frying pan, the ancient gods attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
The truth!
Oh fuck.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy!
Oh.
That light from your body, it's like the time
Elle m'a donné de
of
l'énergie.
Cars.
What the fuck?
Wow, it's Madame Pink's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
Killjoy!
Nice and spicy!
Segwa!
Guess. This is it.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
You're not going to anywhere.
Boba, get...
Segwa! Truth hurts! Confess!
You're toast! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Les pulgars sans faire exprès.
Don't be scared.
Fracture! Can't move me! Truth hurts! Segwa! Calculated. I guess.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace!
Ok.
The interloper interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Wow. Mon perso a vraiment servi de catalyseur à tout ça.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has the effects of the sigil of permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with... Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his, but I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the animal. The animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the—
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an—
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered, although I am a mere mortal soldier. I promise to hold the line and—
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat the—
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed. Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall— But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power?
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti— Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace, and Child wanted to unleash the god so he could look— But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that arc? Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strong—
Par contre, le combat était assez simple parce qu'on était overbuff.
That we're organizing? No idea where Zhang Li's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
I'm liking the look of this.
Faut que je retrouve Zhongli au funérarium. Je crois. Bon, j'aurais pu m'en sortir sans perdre si j'avais mieux géré. Bon, Izu est mort une fois. Mais j'ai l'impression qu'il fallait qu'il meure pour avoir tous les buffs.
Is there anything I can do for you two? We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're... Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the... Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make sure that if... Thank you. So very noisy adventurers.
Qu'est-ce qu'il est parti faire là-bas?
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And...
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements. And our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had any... Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may... The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The no...
What in the world are you talking?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seek.
Le Gnosis Sheo.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you... No, wait! That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the no...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was prepared...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a...
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,000. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to end? So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course. And it would have been all too... Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its...
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of risk. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me?
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Arch...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing...
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us,
Realistically speaking, there is no such.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance, uncover that answer for yourself in...
Ok.
Today's the day of the rite of parting.
C'est marqué un truc, j'ai pas le temps de lire.
Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Ah, il faudrait que je cherche. Que je recherche. Il y a quoi comme support healer actuellement? Parce que les seuls que je connaisse, c'est Chichi du coup et Giona, qui sont tous les deux cryo.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess if... So Rex Lapis is really... Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what? There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the Fatui... Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't...
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of...
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been...
Now that you mention it, that's very... I mean, it all fits together. That Still, what sort of
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us.
Hear ye all! The Qixing, though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it, gods, and adepti live glorious lives. But both light and shadow have rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announced. So that's how they're spin. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up? Look, could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis was... Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Oop. Look, it's Ningguang and Kuchi.
Nakiporo.
Are they saying something?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract.
3,700 years of contracts.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous, but blinded by our prosperity.
The long, unending dream of our Archon.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say, will you stand with us as we re-establish our...
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa!
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, but it seems as if... Well, that's fine.
Perhaps...
As for the mortals and adepti of Liyue,
Je l'avais pas vu lui.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their and here you are looking...
Why would I not feel more at ease after Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should...
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating...
You're right. I do lack the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to...
Oh, no wonder! But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. Traveling the streets, that is true.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapid.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember... Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, this is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been ignored.
That's how people in Tibet...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating...
Vision hunting?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the Omnipresent.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessing?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole
Whoa!
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It's the fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most... 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? That said, the reason why I hinted as much to the Adepti is... How did I accomplish that, you ask? All right then. Was there anything else you...
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement...
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? The time of the Adepti has long passed. Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud, could the original person who brought it... All right then. Was there...
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't... Since Morax is... Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use...
This is terrible! We're all about to run up...
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from... Well...
Then, did you at least...
Oh, a private fund.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it. All right then. Was there... Well then...
Niveau d'aventure 30 pour aller à Inazuma. Ok. Une étoile en approche. Intermède. Sacrifice involontaire. Dance Life. Ok, j'ai chopé des quêtes. Ah, j'ai assez pour faire un vœu. On fait lequel? Allez, on va faire celui-là. Ok, c'est un 4 étoiles. Bon. Quoi? Ok, du coup j'ai eu Ezu. Ça veut dire que je peux augmenter sa constellation. Ça. Pendant 5 secondes, qui suit l'arrivée sur le terrain, la vitesse d'attaque de ses... Oh. Trop fort. Voyons dans la boutique. Non. Ah, fuck. Boutique. Échange astral. En vrai, j'aurais peut-être regardé pour acheter des trucs comme ça. Je ne sais pas. Hop. Vœu. Allez, on va finir. Bon, on a fait celui-là, on va faire celui-là. Ok. Normalement, c'est tous les 10 vœux, t'as une chance d'avoir un 4 étoiles plus. Excellent. Ok. Bon. On aura eu Ezu de up. Voilà. Bon, on va se laisser là. Tac. On va se laisser là pour l'instant. Je reviendrai peut-être après-midi pour un stream. On fera du farm du coup. On fera des trucs d'élévation là. Pour up des armes, pour up des persos. On va passer niveau 30, up encore les persos, et après on ira à Inazuma. On ira peut-être du coup à la montagne. On a des quêtes aussi en rapport avec... la chambre de Jade, j'ai vu. Donc on verra ce que ça donne. 3h30 de live presque. Bon, sur ce, je vous dis à tout à l'heure. Suivez-moi sur Twitter. Pour être averti de quand je serai en live. Et sur YouTube. Pour avoir toutes les rediffs. Et surtout, n'hésitez pas à me follow sur Twitch. Passer en live, ça fait toujours plaisir. Voilà, voilà. Bon, sur ce, je vous laisse. Bon appétit. Et à tout à l'heure. Ciao.
Ciao.